This week's encouragement is about something that can quietly affect your entire day if you're not careful. And the thing is, most of us have experienced it. A conversation goes wrong. Someone says something hurtful. Someone behaves unfairly. Someone responds in a way that catches you off guard. And before you know it, that moment follows you for the rest of the day. Not because it lasted all day, but because it stayed in your mind all day. Let me read this verse with you. Proverbs 4, verse 23. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. I think that's such an important reminder, because every day we're making decisions about what gets access to our hearts. Not just what we listen to, not just what we watch, but what we allow to stay with us. Some people are carrying things that never should have been given that much space in the first place. A rude comment, a negative opinion, a difficult interaction, a moment that should have passed quickly somehow ends up taking over the rest of the day. And here's the question I want you to think about this week. Why should someone else's attitude get to decide what kind of day you're going to have? Why should someone else's frustration become your frustration? Why should someone else's negativity follow you home? The truth is, not everyone is going to be kind. Not everyone is going to understand you. Not everyone is going to treat you the way you deserve to be treated. And while we can't always control how people act, we can decide what we're going to do with it afterward. Because there comes a point where you have to stop carrying things that don't belong to you. Maybe someone was having a bad day. Maybe somebody spoke without thinking. Maybe somebody reacted from their own hurt, frustration, or anger. That doesn't make it right. But it also doesn't mean you have to carry it. You don't have to replay the conversation 10 times. You don't have to give it free rent in your thoughts. You don't have to allow one moment to overshadow everything else God has placed in front of you today. And I think that's what Proverbs 4:23 is teaching us. Guard your heart. Be careful what you allow to settle there. Because whatever stays in your heart eventually affects your outlook, your attitude, your relationships, and your peace. So this week, when something tries to pull you into frustration, pause and ask yourself, is this really worth carrying? Is this helping me move forward? Or am I giving this more attention than it deserves. Because some things are simply not worth surrendering your peace over. There is a lot of freedom in realizing that you don't have to pick up every offense that comes your way. You don't have to carry every criticism. You don't have to hold on to every negative interaction. Some things are just better left where they happened. And when you learn to do that, you make room for the things that actually deserve your attention. The blessings God has given you. The people who love you. The opportunities in front of you. The good things happening around you that might otherwise be missed. So this week, protect your heart. Not by being distant, not by becoming hard, but being wise about what you allow to stay there. Because not everything deserves your energy. Not everything deserves your attention. And certainly, not everything deserves your peace. Your journey of faith starts with a spark. Let wisdom light the way.